Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. I am on location today. I'm not at my property, and whenever I go somewhere, I like to find plants at that location, plants that I have or don't have, new plants, and identify them, and if I can, make a video. So today I'm going to share one of my favorite herbal plants that I would call an herb. So the definition of herb is kind of like hazy because leaves are herbs. You can even call spices herbs. I guess it's a plant that has some sort of action that aids the body. So this herb is the leaf of a very prickly but delicious bush that produces fruits in the summer, red berry fruits, red raspberry, and the leaf is red raspberry leaf. And I'm going to show you it in just a minute, but I would like if you could just subscribe, hit the like button, bell button, comment, and look at my description down below. If not now, at the end of the video, I have all of my links, and I also have a free book on making herbal tea, and one of the teas in my book is red raspberry leaf, and I will give you that if you sign up for my newsletter. And also I have 3 books on Amazon. You can check them out, but yeah, go to my description. So back to red raspberry leaf. This is my top favorite. I would say it might even be my favorite herbal leaf tea to make tea out of. Now my favorite root tea would probably be like burdock or dandelion, but if I'm just using leaves, I would say red raspberry leaf is my favorite. If I'm just using flowers, chamomile, rose, I would say maybe hibiscus if I want something like real citrusy. But red raspberry leaf is known for its high vitamin C content, just like the berry. It is an astringent herb, so it tightens tissues. It is an herb that is recommended for women when they're pregnant and nursing. It will strengthen the uterine wall, and it is very safe. So oftentimes moms ask me what herbs are safe when I'm pregnant. And there are a number that you want to be careful of, and I haven't ever made a video with that topic, and I probably should, but red raspberry leaf, peppermint, ginger, those are 3 very common herbs and leaves, and well, ginger is a root. Those are 3 common herbs that are often used for women when pregnant. Red raspberry leaf is bought cut. It is not powdered. It doesn't powder. It is so fluffy. It just comes in this like fluffy kind of, I don't want to say hay, but it just cuts up very fluffy. However, you can cut your own and dry it and collect it and make your own red raspberry leaf tea. And I've done this before. It is labor intensive, but it's worth trying. And it is definitely worth it to have the knowledge, to know that you can gather this leaf and gather this plant and make a delicious tea that is also very nutritious. It can be drunk by the entire family, men, women, children. Because of its high vitamin C content, it is very useful for boosting the immune system during colds. And I often recommend making it warm, maybe sweetening it a little bit, putting it in the refrigerator, and then drinking it cold, because it's very delicious. It tastes very good chilled. And if you are drinking it for like a preventative purpose, I usually say 1 quart, which is 4 cups a day. This is an herbal tea that you can drink a lot of. If you buy it in a tea bag from the store, it is very, very, very inferior quality. I would not recommend drinking your herbal tea, or at least your red raspberry leaf, this way. And I don't mean to pick on tea companies that make tea bags. I do enjoy tea that way, but for the most part, it is a more processed form of your herb, and it is definitely much lower in its quality, its texture, its taste, and efficacy. So all of that is leading me up to where I'm going to demonstrate, where I'm going to show you the plant, show you the leaf, and give you the knowledge to be able to cut your own leaves and dry them and store your own red raspberry leaf. So here we go. I'm going to pause and turn this around. Okay, so this bush here is growing in a pot, and I think it came up on its own. I don't believe, I'm at my mom's, I don't believe she planted it in here. And if you ever let your plants kind of just grow wild, you will find them growing all over the place. So it is mid-October and the leaves still look wonderful. Of course, there's no berries at this point. The very characteristic feature of red raspberry leaf is its bright green on the one side and the silvery, well, not quite silvery, but gray on the other side. And of course, the plant is identified by this prickly red vine. So black raspberry has like a purple blue vine. Red raspberry has this red vine. And if you have, if you're used to picking your raspberries, you will definitely have no trouble identifying this plant. So what you do, and it is a prickly job. I just pinched that off. I did get a few pickers. You pinch your leaves, and you never want to totally strip a plant no matter what plant it is. You always want to leave leaves because the leaves absorb sunlight and help the plant grow. So I never totally strip anything. I would say a third is the most I take off of one plant. But you pick your leaves, or you can cut them with the scissors. And then my favorite method of drying is to put the leaves into a paper bag. When I dry my leaves in a paper bag, so no matter what size bag, sometimes I just buy the sandwich bags, or I get the paper bags at the grocery store. I'll take my groceries home in the paper bags. Only fill the bag about half full with herb. It will shrink down, but I have found if I fill it all the way to the top, there's not enough airflow, and you'll have uneven drying and sometimes even molding. So with the leaves, I would put them in the paper bag, and depending on how much you gather, choose the paper bag size based upon what you have. And then you fold the top part of the bag down and then shake the bag once or twice a day just to move the leaves around. You can even open the bag, put your hand in, and filter them around because you want to make sure they dry evenly. They're not sticking together. This leaf won't probably stick together. It's already kind of dry. When you dry peppermint in a bag or any kind of herb that is juicier, like comfrey, they can tend to clump together. And if you don't get in there and move them around or shake them around, you will definitely have some mold growth, which you do not want at all. The other thing is I like to put my bags either in like a warm room, maybe a sunny room, a room with good airflow. You never want to dry where there's any humidity because that too will affect the drying process. And you want to make sure to test the leaves before you store them in glass jars. And to do that, you just kind of crumple. If the leaf or whatever you're drying does crumple and has that crispy kind of sound, it's dried. If it only bends, like right now, it's not gonna crinkle or crumple, and it just bends. The moisture is still too much in the plant, and you have to dry it longer. So for my red raspberry leaf, sometimes what I'll do is after it's dry, I'll put it in a blender, blend it up, just break it up a little bit more, and then put it in a jar, label it, put the date, the plant, and I often put where I got my plant. Put it in my cabinet, in my closed wooden cabinet, and there you have your red raspberry leaf. So this might be something a great activity you can do with your kids, a great activity during the fall now while the plant is going dormant. It's not producing berries. The leaves are still very wonderful. And let's see, a little bit citrusy, has that great astringency, couples well with pretty much any other plant if you want to mix together with something else to make herbal tea, or a little bit of honey. It's wonderful. A little bit of milk, one of my favorites. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, like it, and come back again soon for some more videos. I have a whole lot that I need to make. I need to update my Art and Herbal News, which I do as a video, and I need to put a new The Artist's Way video on. I've been slacking because I'm working on this other program, this relationship program, which I want to share about. I didn't get to share about that yet either. I make a running list of all my video ideas, and the list just keeps getting longer, so I won't be stopping videos anytime soon. So bye-bye, ta-ta, see you later.
Ba-da-ba